Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I think that you are well and enjoying watching my videos at home. Today I have came back with another interesting and knowledgeable video. Science and technology has led to the construction of good and reliable roads, rails and bridges, which has made transportation easier and comfortable. It made the construction of airports and seaports possible. It has ensured speed in the movement of people and goods from one location to another. A vehicle is a machine that transports people or cargo. Vehicles include wagons, bicycles, motor vehicles, motorcycles, cars, trucks, buses, railed vehicles, trains, trams, watercraft, ships, boats, amphibious vehicles, screw-propelled vehicle, hovercraft, aircraft, airplanes, helicopters, and spacecraft. Some fly through the air, some goes through the land, some through the water, and some on tracks. In this video I am going to show you 15 amazing vehicles. You can learn about them in details from this video. So friends, are you ready to know those 15 amazing vehicles? So let's start. Number 15, Steamroller. A steamroller is a type of heavy machinery which consists of a large tractor and a heavy cylinder that sits in front of it and functions as a front wheel. Steamrollers are generally used in paving roads or airfields to flatten out the surface. Number 14, Submarine. A submarine is a specialized watercraft that can operate underwater. John Philip Holland invented it. Typhoon or the Shark Akula is the largest submarine in the world. Submarines are capable of speeds exceeding 30 knots, 56 kilometers per hour. Most large submarines consist of a cylindrical body with hemispherical or conical ends and a vertical structure, usually located amidships, which houses communications and sensing devices as well as periscopes. In modern submarines, this structure is the sail in American usage and fin in European usage. Number 13, Aircraft Carrier. An aircraft carrier is a warship from where aircraft take off and land. Aircraft carriers thus allow a naval force to project air power at great distances without having to depend on for land-based aircraft. The Lexington-class aircraft carriers were the first operational aircraft carriers in the United States Navy. Aircraft carriers are large and long ships, although there is a high degree of variation depending on their intended role and aircraft complement. Hosho was the world's first commissioned ship that was built as an aircraft carrier, and the first aircraft carrier of the Imperial Japanese Navy (IJN). Number 12, Cable Car. A cable car, also known as aerial tramway or whipway, is a special type of aerial lift. It is a conveyance that transports passengers of freight and carriers suspended from cables and supported by a series of towers. The tallest aerial tramway support pillar of the Woods Glacier Aerial Tramway Caproon 3. Number 11, Cruise Ship. A cruise ship, or less commonly cruise liner, is a passenger ship used for pleasure voyages, where the voyage itself and the amenities of the ship are considered an essential part of the experience. Queen Mary II is the largest cruise ship ever built. Cruise ships are large passenger ships used mainly for vacationing. Cruise ships are organized much like floating hotels, with a complete hospitality staff in addition to the usual ship's crew. It is not uncommon for the most luxurious ships to have more crew and staff than passengers. The average speed of a modern cruise ship is 20 knots, 23 miles per hour, with maximum speeds reaching about 30 knots, 34.5 miles per hour. A cruise ship can be refueled at about 3,500 gallons per hour. Applying this to an average small vessel, which holds about 130,000 gallons of fuel, it would take almost 40 hours to completely fill it up. A larger cruise ship like Freedom of the Seas can cost up to $2 million per day to fuel. As of June 2020, the largest cruise ship, Symphony of the Seas, has a gross tonnage of 228,081, is 361 meters, 1,184 feet long, 65.7 meters, 216 feet wide, and holds up to 6,680 passengers. A large cruise ship facing a storm in the sea. Number 10, Ocean Liner. Ocean Liner is a large passenger ship that undertakes long voyages on the open sea primarily for the purpose of transporting people from one place to another. An ocean liner is a passenger ship primarily used as a form of transportation across seas or oceans. Liners may also carry cargo or mail, and may sometimes be used for other purposes, such as for pleasure cruises or as hospital ships. The first ocean liners were built in the mid-19th century. RMS Queen Mary II, also referred to as the QM2, is a British transatlantic ocean liner. It is operating of ocean liner and cruise ship. Titanic was also an ocean liner ship. Number 9, Hovercraft. A hovercraft is a vehicle supported on a cushion of air supplied by a powered fan mounted on the craft. Christopher Cockerell invented the hovercraft in 1956. The first true passenger-carrying hovercraft was the Vickers VA-3. A hovercraft, also known as an air cushion vehicle or ACV, is an amphibious craft capable of traveling over land, water, mud, ice, and other surfaces. Hovercraft used blowers to produce a large volume of air below the hull, or air cushion, that is slightly above atmospheric pressure. The pressure difference between the higher pressure air below the hull and lower pressure ambient air above it produces lift, which causes the hull to float above the running surface. Number 8, Hydroplane. A hydroplane is a very specific type of motorboat used extensively for racing. Donald Campbell attempted world speed records in the jet-engined hydroplane Bluebird in the early 1950s. A hydroplane, or hydro, or thunderboat, is a fast motorboat, where the hull shape is such that at speed, the weight of the boat is supported by planing forces, rather than simple buoyancy. The official world water speed record is 275.97 knots, 511.09 kilometers per hour, or 317.58 miles per hour, by Ken Warby in the unlimited class jet-powered hydroplane Spirit of Australia on Blowering Dam Lake, New South Wales, Australia, on the 8th of October 1978. These hydroplanes are powered by a 3,000 horsepower, Lycor T-55L7 military Chinook helicopter turbine engine. Number 7, Electric car. An electric car runs on electricity. For this reason, This car doesn't pollute the environment. J.K. Harley and Fred M. Kimball built the first electric car. An electric car is a car that is propelled by one or more electric motors, using energy stored in batteries. Compared to internal combustion engine (ICE) vehicles, electric cars are quieter, have no exhaust emissions, and lower emissions overall. In the United States and the European Union, as of 2020, the total cost of ownership of recent electric vehicles is cheaper than that of equivalent ICE cars, due to lower fueling and maintenance costs. Charging an electric car can be done at a variety of charging stations. These charging stations can be installed in both houses and public areas. Number 6. Supercar. A supercar is a term used for a sports car, typically an exotic or rare one, whose performance is highly superlative to the contemporary sports cars. The vehicle is designed primarily for performance driving. Most supercars have 2 seats and 2 doors. The Lamborghini Miura, produced from 1966 to 1973, is often said to be the first supercar. By the 1970s and 1980s, the term was in regular use, if not precisely defined. One interpretation up until the 1990s was to use it for mid-engine 2-seat cars with at least 8 cylinders, but typically a V12 engine, a power output of at least 400 bhp, 298 kW, and a top speed of at least 180 miles per hour, 290 kilometers per hour. Number 5. Metro train. Metro train is an underground railway system in some cities of the world, like London, England, Delhi, India, and Kolkata, India. It has a high capacity and frequency of service. It is separated from other traffic. Metro is the most common term for underground rapid transit systems used by non-native English speakers. Unlike buses or trams, rapid transit systems are electric railways that operate on an exclusive right-of-way, which cannot be accessed by pedestrians or other vehicles of any sort, and which is often grade separated in tunnels or on elevated railways. The technology used for public, mass rapid transit has undergone significant changes in the years since the Metropolitan Railway opened publicly in London in 1863. The London Underground is the world's oldest underground system. Number 4. Monorail. Monorail is a railway system which has a single rail, a long metal bar on which the train travels, often above the ground level. Modern monorails depend on a large solid beam as the vehicle's running surface. The first monorail prototype was made in Russia in 1820 by Ivan Elmanov. Attempts at creating monorail alternatives to conventional railways have been made since the early parts of the 19th century. The monorail will have a top speed of 80 km per hour, 50 miles per hour, an average speed of 65 km per hour, 40 miles per hour, and the overall speed including dwell time at stations would be around 31 km per hour, 19 miles per hour. Chongqing Rail Transit has the longest and busiest monorail system in the world, Line 3 being the longest and busiest single monorail line. Number 3. TGV. TGV is France's high-speed rail service. Its full form is train à grande vitesse, which means high-speed train. TGVs travel at up to 574.8 kilometers per hour, which is made possible through the use of specially designed LIGNE Grande Vitesse high-speed line. Primarily, a company named Alstom manufactures TGVs. TGV is France's intercity high-speed rail service, operated by SNCF. A TGV test train set the world record for the fastest wheeled train, reaching 574.8 kilometers per hour, 357.2 miles per hour on the 3rd of April 2007. Conventional TGV services operate up to 320 kilometers per hour, 200 miles per hour on the LGV Est, LGV Rhine-Rhône and LGV Méditerranée. The idea of the TGV was first proposed in the 1960s, after Japan had begun construction of the Shinkansen, also known as the bullet train, in 1959. The TGV opened to the public between Paris and Lyon on the 27th of September 1981. Number 2. Bullet train. Bullet train is a high-speed passenger train that can run at an incredible speed of 200 kilometers per hour to 600 kilometers per hour. The world's first bullet train was Japan's Tokaido Shinkansen. The world's fastest train is Low Series Maglev. Number 1. Concorde. Concorde is a supersonic passenger airliner that can fly at a speed of about 2,180 kilometers per hour and can at an altitude of 60,000 feet. The engines of the Concorde were built by Rolls-Royce. The Concorde is a British-French turbojet-powered supersonic passenger airliner that was operated from 1976 until 2003. It had a maximum speed over twice the speed of sound, at Mach 2.04, 1,354 miles per hour, or 2,180 kilometers per hour at cruise altitude, with seating for 92 to 128 passengers. So friends, this was today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video very much. So friends, today I am ending my video here. If you like the video, then give a like, comment, share and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification when new videos are uploaded. Goodbye friends. Stay well and stay healthy. Stay home and stay safe. Have a nice day. See you again. Thanks for watching the video. With